Alright, commanders have spawned, and we have, as red, Elodea, and as blue, we've got Mot. And over here, as brown, in a very special guest appearance, we've got Chuck as the AI, and Chuck seems to be just sitting there, sitting on a metal spot, may not see him move at all. Anyways, game is definitely going at this time. Both players starting up. Actually, an interesting thing is that Elodea is going for vehicles rather than bots, which is what Mot is doing. Mot recently made very good use of bots to go ahead and take down Milk Dragon so that he could take a place in these semifinals. So it's actually really surprising to see this. And here we've got this little skitter here, and he's heading dangerously close to that brown commander who is belonging to Chuck. And Chuck has been scouted by Elodea. Nope, Chuck has not been scouted. But Elodea has already gotten a good idea that Mot is not there, and in just a moment, Mot will be found by Elodea. And here we go. Alright, Elodea has found Mot. And some docks are actually going away. And more vehicle factories coming up. Actually, quite a few vehicle factories coming up here for Elodea. And air already as well. Both players getting on that. Well, actually, no. Mot has decided apparently to ignore all air in favor of just building more docks. And that's a really surprising move, because normally you want to have some air support for units on the ground. And that actually, if Elodea keeps air control and also uses bolos, he might have this game, quote unquote, in the bag, as those provide a very strong support. And now that these units have seen that there's no one there at the south, they're going to go ahead and move on to their next group of targets as he begins to take that.
Profile 1.
Alright. Now my control should work. There we go. Alright. So, looking back over here, nice grab here by Elodea. Go and grab those mechs and get a substantial force up there just to defend. Elodea going down to this area, and actually Elodea has a superior force. Even though he has less units, these units will not be as good of a match against all of these. So the favor is towards Elodea and these vehicles, because they'll provide a lot more defensive. And they're going to be in range here in any moment, and they'll go after this metal extractor to start out with, and it will not last very long. That's going to be a pretty big loss for Mot. He needs those metal extractors to continue his expansion. And now that area belongs to Elodea, and if he gets a fabricator or two down there, he'll be able to just build up even more. Large docks force coming forwards. Actually, it looks like Mot has gone ahead and gotten the idea that he needs to have some support, something to go ahead and protect his docks from all of these bolos just ripping them to shreds. And look at how quickly those docks just get taken down by those bolos. A substantial force really brought down. Some infernos coming in. Actually, Elodea might be in trouble because there's still a lot of units attacking. He needs more factories to get out more bolos more quickly. Commander's starting to come forwards. And Elodea is losing factories Actually, if Elodea built some factories up here, he'd be able to get a force come around the back side of Mot's base. It looks like he's going to go ahead and send these vehicles in behind the base. And we'll see them engage in just a moment. Here we go. And actually, if he moves them around and takes out those metal extractors, that'll be a huge loss. Those vehicles are paying too much attention. They're not fighting back at all versus those forces, and that is not good. And we're working on getting more power up here for Elodea. Elodea will probably actually want to get out a radar like he did up here. Give him a moment to prepare before enemy troops come in. But these Bolos are now a good enough group to protect against most assaults by Mot. Mot seems to be pushing forwards. It looks like he's going for what he did in the last game, which was using his commander as a shield to protect all of his docks. And we should see seeing booms if he goes for the same play as last time. And it looks like he's not quite going for that exact play. However, he is moving his commander forwards to fight against Elodea. Elodea really needs to work on getting his troops out together, and commander still moving forward, pulling all those units in behind him. Elodea working on building up more, and he's now seeing the commanders there with his units. And so we'll see a bit of comboxing going on here probably, which is going to be making a little bit of an exciting game. And actually, if all of these units were just to sneak around and hit all of these docks, that would really discourage Mot from attacking any farther. And units, it looks like that Elodea may be going to try a pincer move. Getting up some walls just to push back the commander. And units starting to encircle. Dox is coming forwards. This could be bad for Elodea. And here comes tanks. Nice uber cannon shot. And pincer move is beginning to work. However, all of those infernos are very big danger for that commander. Commander needs to pull back immediately. If he can get uber cannon shot in. Oh, and he survives. And actually, those forces are taking heavy losses at this time. Nice uber cannon shot into the rest of them. And now, Mot's commander is actually out in the open. He is very low protecting him. And he is taking a lot of hits here from these units. And as they maneuver around, just go ahead and come in. That pincer move worked very well, coming in from the side and flanking the forces of Mot. Booms coming around. And looks like they're going to try to go for that commander. A teleporter going up, actually. Not sure why. In comes those booms. Oh, and those booms almost make it. Almost make it. And Elodea is going to have to be very wary of those incoming booms. However, his forces are already heading for Mot's base. And if they actually make it all the way to there, it could cause a lot of problems. And it looks like Mot will probably lose this engagement. He's got very low left, and there he goes. Mot is taken down. He put his commander at too big of risk. And that is it. It is good game. And Elodea moves on to the finals. I just want to go ahead and take a moment to go ahead and scroll back to the part where those booms come in. Those booms come in incredibly close. But a nice uber cannon right into the middle, and then getting those infernos right in there. That saved him from being taken down by all of those booms. And that is it for this round and we're going to see Elodea move on to the finals here. Well played by both players, very aggressive gameplay with the commanders.